I forgot one thing. We are going to do another prayer drive-through in May. I haven't got the date yet, but if you're not familiar with that, we gather on the corner of M72 and M37 in Newaygo, and we have signs say honk if you love the Lord, stop if you want prayer, praise the Lord, and it's exhilarating as well. It's really powerful. We hope that, and we'll bring it to you the next meeting for sure, or get the date out on the website, because it's powerful. Thank you, Tom.
And I just really hope that everybody appreciates Mr. Deckrow as much as I do. He's a prayer warrior, #1, a good friend, and somebody who's fighting for the cause. And I just want to highlight that our challenge is not simply to win votes, but our challenge is to win hearts. And we have the culture around us that needs change, and it needs change toward Jesus. And so that's why I just appreciate this grassroots so much, because we are doing the whole gamut of things. This Praise Fest is an exciting piece of it. So coming out to you right now is my latest update, and feel free to share that if you would like to get on the email. My email in Lansing is at the top there. Just send an email. My new guy's name is Spencer. So I think that many of you heard about Peyton, who had a brain tumor here about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Young guy of 25 years old. And I know I sent that prayer request out to many. They did surgery on him as soon as they discovered the tumor, and they took out a golf ball sized tumor that was surrounded by a grapefruit sized fluid sac. And he has to be off work a couple of weeks. He now has taken another job, but he's going to be on some type of medication to prevent other tumors for the next couple of years at least. So besides this handout, I also have booklets in back if you want to grab them. I am going to have to leave at 7:30. I have to get up and go. I have to be in Lansing by 8 tomorrow morning for a Freedom Caucus meeting. So I will get out of here. And
do you have the new 25?
The new 25 booklets are not out yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Gail is asking about the booklets. I call it the picture book.
Yes.
Okay, and it has all the pictures of all the elected officials and what have you. Yeah, it's not out yet, although I did have to turn in for information on it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So hopefully they're getting it pretty soon. I'll get them out as soon as possible. Another thing, if you're interested, is that on the 28th of this month, Right to Life is doing a fundraising banquet. It's here in town at All Saints Catholic Church. If you'd like more details about that, just connect with me and let me know. I'll give you a few comments about Lansing, and do I have time for questions, or?
Just a couple, yeah.
Just a couple questions, okay. We, as I've said in the past, have a new sheriff in town with the House of Representatives playing stopper against bad bills that come at us. We have put together an education package. I'll be in an education committee meeting on Wednesday where we are working on revising the testing that goes on in public schools so that we have an awareness of where kids are at throughout the school year and not just at the end of the school year, which often doesn't get reported to them until sometime during the summer, which is kind of a useless tool when you think about it. We have put forth resolutions about Trump and some of the things he's been doing in support of the eliminating of the Federal Board of Education. We've stood with Trump in relation to having no men in women's sports, okay? The MHSAA still wants to stand with that idea, okay? And I know that Lisa, where did Lisa go to? There she is. Yeah, I talked to Lisa Van Houten. I know that the ADA, was it your article about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa wrote an article about that in the American Decency Association newsletter this month, and also sent some postcards. And you can sign those postcards, and one of them went to the MHSAA, one of them went to the Farm Bureau, and one of them went to Meyer. Was it? Okay. So I signed all three of them, and I signed them State Representative Joseph Fox. And it's very interesting. I got a call from the Farm Bureau saying, what is this card all about? You know, where are they coming from? So people pay attention to stuff like that, okay? So we need to let our voices be heard when we're standing for truth, when we're standing for what's right. Another major thing we've done in the last month is that without raising taxes, there are $3.2 billion with a B dollars available in our current budget system to fix the darn roads. Okay, so that's something that we've just worked on recently. We also, and this was an enjoyable thing, we voted down a bill about driver's licenses for illegals.
Thank you.
Okay? A Democrat put forward the bill, and we said, well, this doesn't even need to go through committee. We just passed it to the floor of the House, took the vote on it. All the Republicans voted against it, and 6 Democrats voted against it. So that was a very good thing.
That's good.
You should get us the names of the Democrats so we can send them a card of thanks.
Okay, I've got a picture of the board. I'll forward it to you, or I'll forward it to one of you guys if you. Yeah, Kelly.
Okay.
I've got a picture of the board when that vote was taken, so I'll have to figure out the number on it exactly. But anyway, the one thing I'm going to be doing this week is I'm doing a Holy Week resolution. I've done this every year since I've been there. It's basically a reminder to the House that we are in the midst of Holy Week, Palm Sunday through Easter Sunday. And also I take the opportunity to clearly say this is what Jesus was all about. He came, He lived, He died, He made all the difference. And to proclaim that as clearly as possible. So please pray. I've got the speech from last year, but I've got to revise it. I want to make it more pointed this year. And what else will I say? The Hardy Dam is not going to be worked on for a while. I just learned that. Okay, that spillway project has been postponed. The Hardy Dam, the Consumers is working on selling it, along with the Croton Dam, along with Rogers. I think it's 13 dams total, but some of them are smaller, some of them are larger. And I think I will leave it there. I've got lots more I could say, but I'll get a couple questions. Yes, sir.
On the dam issue, I know at one time they were saying that they were requiring all of them to be sold together. Have they changed that at all?
Well, the lobbyist that called me up last week on it, you know, the Consumers Power lobbyist, acted like it was more of a focus on the Hardy by her comments. But I know, I agree with you, previously they were talking about all of them together. But I think it's a wait and see. You know, I think it's a wait and see on who will buy them. I think the biggest push that you hear from the community is we've got to keep the ponds, okay? And regardless of even if the hydropower continues running, because the ponds are so important to who we are, especially here in Newaygo County. But I have not heard anything about all of them going together recently. Yes, sir.
Our legislation keeping an eye on that to make sure it's not sold to a foreign entity, that it stays an American company?
We have our own version of a Doge in Michigan, and what we have is it's an oversight committee, but has several breakdowns, and one of the piece of it is a financial piece. And I know also, and I know that Mr. Molinar is keeping a very close watch on things like that too. And I don't hesitate to contact him if I hear rumor of anything that's going on, and to just say, hey. And I know that Mr. Steenstra has connections with Mr. Molinar too, but I'll leave it there. Talk to him about that afterwards. Other questions? We gotta move on. I hear that.
Well, we're gonna finish it though.
Go
We
ahead.
still got the Campbell plant's gonna be closed the end of May.
Yeah,
And so you have Mr. Molinar's phone number,
yes,
and I just don't understand why nothing's being done about that. They were just gonna let them shut that generating, it's a 4.3 coal generating plant. It serves over 1 million homes. There's nothing to replace it. Consumers has been allowed to raise our electrical prices, and we'll have brownouts this summer because of it.
okay. And so you know, Mr. Steenstra has put a letter to our representatives in Washington DC, but also the Republican Party decided to join on to that with a letter. But we are dealing with a I don't know how many, if they're millions or billions, I'm assuming billions, $1 company who seem to think that they can do whatever they want many times. And they also get it tied in with the Green New Deal and the drive for solar and wind.
So are you saying that Rick's letter went along with a letter from Michigan legislatures to DC?
Rick sent his letter already, and then the Republicans are sending a separate letter.
Okay.
Yeah,
Newaygo County.
Newaygo County Republicans, yeah.
And we're sending it to Heisiga and Molinar both.
Good.
But I will take that to heart, and I will send him a text.
Yeah.
And it's the name of it is Campbell.
Campbell plant, over
Campbell.
in Holland.
Okay.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows. Jim, last question.
Just one more thing on that, ties in with the Campbell plant and consumers getting the rate increase. They get a rate increase approved by the state, and then they also are buying up hundreds of acres in Oceana County for a solar farm.
Right.
That's farmland.
That's what I was.
They're doing it in Detroit too.
Yeah,
They're taking people's homes in Detroit.
It would be
for
nice
solar
if
fields.
they put it on empty lots in
Worried now about
Detroit.
the taxes associated with what consumers is paying for that land.
Thank you, Mr. Fox.